Let me go to my
Yes.
YouTube page to make sure
Content
it's set.
has been
It's
sent.
preparing the live stream right
Content
now.
of this meeting is being sent to one or more apps.
Yeah. Okay. That's just so that we know. What other app is it?
Facebook.
Here we go. We're on live. It's happening right now. I see it.
We're on live where?
Are we
We're
on
on my
Mojo?
YouTube channel.
Am I part of the Mojo show?
You're part of the
Mojo.
Mojo show. Are you live on Facebook too?
Yeah, we're on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube
Hi,
channel.
YouTube. How's it going? We are part of the North American launch for a travel and lifestyle company. And we are just here wearing our hats.
Yeah, so
on Taco Tuesday.
this is, hey everybody, it's Mojo here with you live on my YouTube channel, which I think this is the first time I've ever done it. But these ladies, you know how women can be sometimes. You know, they can be forceful in a loving kind of nudgy way, and they said, let's go live. Let's just talk about everything travel, everything fun, and empowering people to get out from behind their cell phones, get out behind the computer, out behind the desk, and plan a vacation and start seeing the world. Okay, you are free to move out the cabin, and we're going to show you how to do that. So what's up, ladies? What are we doing?
Well,
Heather,
why don't we start with that? This is the most professional we get, okay? Because we like to wear these hats on all the Zooms. Yeah, cheers. I don't know what's in your cup.
I use my flamingo cup with my water.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but
I
anyway,
have the same glasses, Heather.
I know.
I've got crystals. I don't know if that means anything. Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, we can talk about that later. That's another YouTube video. But we're launching a travel and lifestyle company in North America, and it really is just a membership to create a little bit more freedom for the everyday person and get them to move freely about the earth and drop the barrier to entry to people who want to do big trips, do small trips, do tiny little trips, do any trips, staycations, vacations, you name it. So that's what we're doing, and we're holding little Zooms, and we just decided that we looked really cute in our hats, and that Tony had a platform that we could go live in. I don't know. Where do you guys want to go? You want to go to Dubai? You want to go to New York?
All to go to Dubai for your 50th birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. In October, the Libra.
Libra in the house.
Yes. I mean, I'm looking forward to that yacht party, like the largest yacht, in having everybody on there. And I think it's going to be electric dance music. And Tony and I have been listening to EDM lately. So it's just like,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Lebanese, and I say hummus, 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 hummus to boo.
And I'm going Nights at the Roxbury. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Okay, well, I'm
Oh,
excited because we'll go to Dubai for your birthday, and then I'll celebrate mine in Cancun in a couple weeks.
yes, she
In
is.
August? Are you a Leo?
No, I mean, no, in a couple weeks, June.
Okay, so
I'm
you're a
Cancer. I am going to be 52. I mean, I've passed the 50.
Hey, we all look really good. Tony's
Listen, I
70.
celebrate all month long.
Yeah, and my birthday, September 12th, I think we're going to be in like Portugal or Puerto Rico on the 12th of September,
There's
something
one
like
in
that.
Vegas or
Portugal.
Portugal, yeah. So we got to travel, y'all. Life is way too short. You know, my motto is you only live once. And
YOLO.
I actually started that. I'm the guy that actually started that back in 61. So no, nothing. Okay.
In 2010, when we were in Australia for New Year's Eve, and we were on the boat and we saw this big building and it said YOLO on it. He's like, "Ooh, that'd be a great tattoo." And then he got it.
Did it? Did you get the tattoo?
Well, yeah. Here's what's crazy though. I told this story a couple nights ago. So I got the tattoo right here on the side of my rib cage, which is the most painful place to put a tattoo, right? So, but I did it there because I wanted to feel the pain and remind myself that I'm only gonna live once. And so that just was like a kind of a symbolic thing. I put it there because I remember that, and I'm not gonna have more pain. I'm gonna be living my life to the fullest, and that's why I'm so grateful, Heather, that you found this amazing platform, this amazing company, and you are spearheading, not by yourself anymore.
No.
But you're spearheading the North America launch, which includes Canada and Mexico and Latin America and US. So I want to thank you for seeing that, having the vision, and having the leadership to be able to do what you're doing, because when you launch countries, that's not everybody can do that, and you're doing it well. So I appreciate you.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
Tony's chance to travel the world and launch other countries. Although we're already in 150 countries, it's just going in, finding those leaders in Australia and going and launching it, and finding those leaders in Colombia, and Peru. Like, imagine Tony going back to Peru and launching Peru. Like, the Peruvians, like, they love him there already, but this is just a dream come true. So we're very grateful.
Yeah.
And I don't think there could have been a better time with everything happening in, I'll just say, the industry of network marketing. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
No,
Because
cool.
it's disheartening, being in this space for that long. I have a lot of friends who just, I'll say it, lost it all
Yeah.
by one email, or one little text, so that's why, again, this is refreshing, because you had shown earlier, what was it, like 8,800 billion in the travel industry is spent. That's huge for me. And health and wellness, I thought health and wellness, I'm like, because I think we all came from health and wellness. I'm like, okay, I thought that was the biggest. I'm like, oh, it's not even close to travel. And I love to be able, I mean, how many times can you say you heard someone say, oh, I need a vacation?
Beep.
How many times have you said that? Right? I always be like, I need a beach.
I told Tony I was gonna, because Tony said that to me. Actually, it was get on the plane.
Yeah.
And I said I'm gonna buy that on GoDaddy that night, and we couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Get on the plane.
Yeah.
Or I need a vacation.
You know why that is, though? Why we have this, that's like the first thing that we say or feel, no matter what's going on. It's like, I just need a vacation. Because at the soul level, without getting weird, I mean, people that watch this, they know I speak this language anyways, but at the soul level of who we are, I mean, we're travelers, and we know that is much needed. And that is a way to connect and reconnect and realign and refuel. I mean, we know that. Recharge. Oh God, I just feel fresh again, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that. And that's why we make that comment, although we say it very angry, like, I just want a vacation. But underneath that, there's a reason why humanity needs this. When now more than ever, with everything that's going on, like you said, like, people need a timeout, a glorified, luxurious freaking timeout. Ooh, I didn't write that one down.
Look, write that down. I have that t-shirt. I do have that hat too. But I will say too that it's not just refreshing for the people who come in for the business. Because when I looked at the comp plan, I was like, are you sure?
Makes sense.
He's giving 85, they're giving 85% back to the field. Because listen, if you've ever been in this space, we do the work. Right? The field does the work. We work hard. And that's what I love. I'm like, 85, because I don't know of any other company, maybe I just haven't heard of it, who does that, who gives that much. And when Tony said that to me, I was like, are you sure? Yeah. But then I saw the comp plan, I'm like, oh, he's sure. Like, there's like, but I also love that there is a home for anybody with Travel Advantage. There's a home for anybody with MWR. Why? Because you can come in as a member and just love to travel and get great deals, offers, with the 150% guarantee, which that blows my mind too. Or you can come in and make some money too to pay for all your vacations. That's why I'm like, this is not just a travel savings plan for me with the memberships. I'm like, this is a travel spending club, because I need money to go on vacation. I need money to spend on vacation. I mean, that's what it is. And I sip happens. Like, it's happening, y'all. It's happening. This was yours, Tony. It doesn't have anything in this one.
Sparkling water? Okay, it's good.
Yeah, sparkling water. It's the first one. No, I got nothing.
It's like when I worked at Nordstrom when I was like 19. I didn't come home with a paycheck because I spent it all there. That's what's going to happen here. I'm going to spend it all. And you know what? It is cheaper than being at home. All of the things that we have, all those life experiences, I kind of planned it out where I'm like, okay, in September, I'll be here to here. In October, we're going to be in Dubai and we're going to go straight to Turkey. Like, we're spending that whole month there. And while we're making money, we're able to afford all these things and we're able to be gone. And you think about all the different people, like my girlfriends who are solo travelers who now feel safe going on these trips, right? And there's other people that are around them, even if they say it themselves. Me, who's, one of my kids is graduating, the other one's going to graduate in 2 years. I have a lot of time on my hands now. You guys who have grandkids and, you're kind of free to do whatever you want. You're going to go see them and your kids and stuff like that. But there's so many different people that this can be really great for. It's not just one demographic. When you're talking about health and wellness too, you're talking about more of a, people who want to change, get the makeover, get the, constantly trying to be better, do better. Here's another thing, and I think I talked about this with you too, Tony, because me and you are all up in our feels all the time.
Yep.
But I'm like, I don't have to wait for somebody to have a transformation to have a transformation. Like you immediately can say, come as you are, get on the plane and get to the sand or get to the museum or get to your bucket list trip, get to the bridge, get to the wherever you're going.
Yeah.
And you're not waiting for somebody to, you're not telling somebody something's wrong with you and you have to change before you can see the results of this. And I didn't like that. That felt weird to me. That's why somebody's always sending you a script. Like, here's what you say.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I don't have to say anything weird. I just have to say, I really want to go to the Amalfi Coast because it's freaking beautiful. And there's so many hot Italian guys there. I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, we're going. And, I'm going to Turkey because there's so many dogs. Like, I want to go see all the dogs.
Yeah.
Or, go to New York City because they're shopping and I freaking love it there because every door is an adventure. People don't know why I love New York City. It's not, they're like, isn't it busy? I'm like, no, I can go in one door one night and it's a completely different environment. And I go in the next door the next night and there's a million different people who have a different story I get to listen to. I get to see like what they're doing. I get to experience something different every single day. And like, I just, I love what we're able to do. It's not just travel and discounts and it's not Walmart. You know what I mean? We're talking about like actually living a lifestyle that people only dream of and we talk about price because we have to. We have to talk about price. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. We're not thinking about vacation. We're thinking about paying our car payment. We're thinking about giving our kids, college money or snack money or in my kids' case, Poke money. Okay. They're at Poke every single day.
Pokeballs.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, well, how are we going to spend $25 on a Pokeball every single day, twice a day? Well, you're going to have to go buy the fish. We're going to have to cut up the fish from now on. But we're all thinking about that money. The only reason why I want to talk about a discount at all is because I know that people need a discount because
Yeah.
of the lifestyle they're living right now.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it'd be all about freedom, all about adventure, all about just seeing the things you've always wanted to see from, I mean, childhood, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
So
I had this. Our housekeeper was over today, and every year they go to Vegas. They stay at the Flamingo. She had a tattoo of a flamingo. Her husband and her both have a tattoo of a flamingo on their ankle. They love the Flamingo, right? Which is not the best hotel, as y'all know, in Las Vegas. And I said,
right.
hold on a second. And I opened up one of ours and it showed them the Fontainebleau Hotel, and what they're paying was $600 for 4 nights, and I was at 300 at a 5.5 star resort. And I said,
Different.
honey, you're not a flamingo girl anymore. You're like,
You're
much.
Fountain Blue, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, the thing you just said, Heather, it's important. And that this is, as I'm digesting everything that we're truly, truly doing, it's like this whole idea of travel is usually the end game for people. Like they're saving money, they're wanting to plan something for a vacation of 6-8 months or 2 years from now. They got their dream vacation to the Great Wall of China or whatever, right? They're putting it way off, and it's their end game. And what we're just offering up is an opportunity to
Do it
not
now.
only like talk about it like 2 years from now, what's happening, like bring that into now, like start being excited now about something and having a vehicle to be able to do that, where maybe it's your whole trip is funded for free, or instead of taking one vacation a year, that one in December, that's, the same one, the same place with the same people. What if you did 3 vacations this year or 2 vacations this year? Would that improve the quality of that person's life? I mean, it's so we're just, again, we got to shift. We're going to shift people's mindset and give them what they want and talk about it so that they have to make a choice to to say yes to fun, to say yes to I deserve it, to say yes to I want a memory, to say yes, I want to get that beep out of here, you know?
You know what else I really think? Okay, I'm going to get a little bit deeper. So every time I travel, I have a deeper acceptance for the people that live in that area.
Yep.
So it creates awareness for us to get along better as people and have acceptance for each other and not be so judgmental about people that we don't know anything about. So, like, you know, we see what we see on whatever it is, news, social media, whatever. What about going to see for yourself? I mean, I think that is the biggest education you could have. The most, when you create awareness like that in a space where you don't get to experience people like that, it just, for me, that's the most important thing we can do for each other is to just understand. And that way, we're not living in a little bubble where it's like, this is reality, this is what it is. It's like, no, you can go to a beach in Mexico, but you can also go to a beach in Cairo. You
Yeah.
can always, experience other cultures and people and religions and, colors and backgrounds. Like there's not one person at MWI or Travel Advantage that has the same cookie cutter appearance, cookie cutter, reality in their life. And we're all just going, as Tony keeps saying, to have a good time together. And it creates the most awareness, the most acceptance in a world that we're being divided over and over and over again. And this isn't political. This is something that's always been important to me. They always called me the welcoming committee when I was little. They're like, oh, there goes the welcoming committee again, wanting to know who's coming in, who's the new kid. And I'm like, come sit with us, come talk to my friends, come do this. I was always the welcoming committee. And that's how I feel this is for people. You go to another place and you see the sunset in the same way that it does over your house.
Yeah.
You know,
I get people ask, we went to Thailand for 2 weeks and people ask me, how was Thailand? And the thing that I love the most about Thailand was the people and their attention, their culture, their loving nature, and the amount of detail they put in to make sure that there's this peace amongst the people. And there's millions and millions of people there. It's the cleanest city I've ever seen. And there's gazillions of people. There's no trash cans in the street. They have such a pride, that's the word, pride in how they present themselves, how they treat others. And you take that home with you. You're like, God, I got to be better at having more compassion and be more grateful. You give them a little tip and they bow to you and they say thank you, no matter what it is. Here, some places they look at and go, that's all I get. So that whole compassion, that vibration that they have there was like, it's addicting, and you want to become a better person because of it.
Travel is education for sure.
For sure. So Rhonda, no,
I just want to say thank you for jumping on and bringing us in here. And
we're still live.
We still
I had no idea. I thought we were just hanging out talking.
Who is that's still live?
Are we still live?
I know, an iPhone, you are amazing.
Yeah,
thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah.
If you're watching, you're welcome.
Well, you're definitely in. Whoever this person is, you're definitely in.
Yeah.
You're going with us.
Ticket already. He's already
get a vacation and you get a vacation.
This person's already gold already. Like, oh no, you guys are talking. I got 7 people.
Just writing it all down. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, all right. So everybody gets, okay, here we go. We're going to sign off, but everybody has to say one thing that they're extremely grateful for. Not in the future, not in the past, but right now at this minute. So, Miss Rhonda, what are you grateful for in this very, very moment?
My health, because if I don't have my health, I'm not going to be able to go anywhere, right? So like I waking up this whole week, it's been focusing on just dropping that 10 pounds, going through menopause and all that good stuff, right? And moving every day. So I'm just going to say my health, because I'm going to be sitting on the beach with Heather and Christy with one of those sips,
Dream
right?
bikini, yes.
I gotta be in it, and I gotta be in some type of an outfit that's probably not going to be covering everything up. Let's just say.
All right, all right, Heather. Hold on a second. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out, and right now, at this very moment, what are you grateful for?
I am really grateful that I just lost track of time. I didn't think about signing somebody up. I didn't think about the business. I didn't think about anything I had to do, the list of people I need to talk to, the messages that are piling up. I was just really, truly enjoying our conversation and what we had to say about what we're doing. And that was really meaningful to me. And I forgot we were live.
You were present. All right, Chrissy,
Yeah.
at this very nanosecond, what are you grateful for right now?
My faith, period. I put a lot into that, and truly knowing that I'm on a path where I'm supposed to be. You know, it's one of those, put in my life, show me my destiny that you have for me, not just light my path, but put the right people on there. And we have this thing called intuition. And I respect my intuition. And that's that gut feeling. That's my intuition. I say my gut is God. And that's where I'm just like, oh, so when this opportunity was presented to me, it was like my gut said, here I am. And I thought, okay, let's go. And it's never steered me wrong. And I will say that I am so happy that I'm faithful, and so is he. So I am ready to go. I am ready to help people go on vacation and live their life, because that's what about. And I always talk about your worth. You say what your motto. Mine is you're worthy.
Yeah.
On my license plate, because I believe we are worthy to have it all.
Yeah.
We just have to go on that path. And I always say, ask, believe, receive. Let's go. And that's what you got to do. So my faith, that's what I'm so grateful for, because I know I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yes.
Now, Tony, take it to the
Tony.
I am grateful for knowing right now. Like I have a knowing right now that we are doing and we're feeling right now. Like I have a knowing that it's very authentic and real. And I know that we are in the right place at the right time. I just have this real wonderful, peaceful knowing. And I'm grateful for that, having that feeling of knowing, because in a world where I don't know what I don't know, like I do know that this is really beautiful what we're doing and the people's lives that we're going to impact, because we know what we know in our faith and, time passing and we're living in the moment and our health. Like we know that we're doing something beautiful. Like we know that. And I really, really feel that right now. So I'm very grateful that I actually know that. So, and I'm so grateful for those that were watching this. I'm going to encourage you to join us to take everything that's in your mind right now and all maybe the stories you've been telling yourself for the last few years that we've all been inundated with, whatever those are. And for some of you, generational stories that you've been inundated with, and ask yourself at this moment if you deserve it. If you deserve a life that's happy and free and fun and eventful and adventurous. And if so, what do you have right now in front of you that will allow you to do that? Maybe it's this. If it is, I encourage you to reach out and let's connect. Okay. So have a great night, everybody. Know that you are amazing, magnificent beings, and know that all is well. All right. So have a great night, and we'll end this somehow with it. Now I don't even know how to do this.
I don't even know